Gymstick is a quick workout that works our legs, primarily our posterior chain, our booty, and our shoulders. So we're going to focus on legs, booty, and shoulders. Okay, so let's do a quick little warm up. Go ahead and stand with your feet about hip distance apart. And I want you to go into a squat. I want you to drop your hips, send them back, drop them down, come up, expand the chest. So from the side, inhaling, booty goes back and down, and exhaling, coming up, squeezing those shoulder blades together behind you. Let's do 3 more like that. Last 2. Last 1. Now let's just warm up our shoulders with a nice shoulder circle, just inhaling as you go around, exhaling as you come down. Do that again, inhaling, exhaling. One more time each way. And last time. Awesome work. Now let's pick up our Gymstick. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the straps and we're gonna put them around the bottom of our feet. And they're gonna remain there for the whole workout. Okay? Now remember, with our Gymstick, in order to add tension, we roll up the tubing, and in order to release tension, we release the tubing, okay? So let's start with some squats. Now if you're tall, you're gonna have more tension on, right? So do keep that in mind and be kind to yourself. So from right here, let's set up the bar on the meaty part of our back, bring the elbows to the front, feet about hip distance apart, and let's do 10 squats. Let's bring the hips back and down, press through the heels, come up, just a slight little glute activation at the top. That is our muscle of choice. We don't want to arch the back. We just want to give a little bit of squeeze to that tushy. Good. Let's do 5 more. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Got 4 more. Last 3. You don't have to turn around. I just did that so you can see the side angle. Last 2. Last 1. Now from here, let's take a little pulse at the bottom. So pulse at the bottom, drive it up. Good. Pulse at the bottom, time under tension, we come to the top. We have 8 more like that. Good. Breathe, make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. Remember, spine is in neutral, so we always drive those hips back, keeping that spine in neutral. Drive first back, then down. Let's do 4 more. Now we're going to add a little bit more time under tension by increasing the amount of time that we are spending in that bottom half, okay? So from here, let's go down for 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1, rise and shine. Encore. 3, 2, 1, rise and shine. Let's do a few more like that. That takes us to 5. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Last 2. And if you get off lightly on the beat, it doesn't matter. You're here, you're working out, that's great. Now from here, let's stay low for 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8. Are your abs engaged? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come on up. So maybe that got a little burn in your legs, especially if you're tall. Now, from right here, let's take the Gymstick, bring it to the front of your body. I want your thumbs touching each other. You have an overhand grip, and you might have to give it a roll or 2 to add a little bit of tension, depending on your size. If you're very, very tall, you're going to need fewer rolls. Then from here, let's row up. So I want you to pretend you're zipping a jacket, okay? So leading with those elbows, and we have our spine in neutral. I'm just turning to the side so you can see me. So I'm bringing my thumbs up to the base of my throat. Let's do 6 more like this. Good. And notice there's a little bit of retraction at the top, on my shoulder blades at the top. We've got 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Now let's go ahead and unfurl the gym stick because we're going to go overhead. Remember what I said, if you're tall, this will be harder. If you're very short and you want to make it harder, you can either roll up or make your stance wider, okay? So I'm going to keep my feet underneath my hips. I'm going to drive the bar up. We have 10. Good. A little bit of a retraction of those shoulder blades at the top. Notice I am not arching my back. I'm not turning it into a shrug. Let's do 7 more. Exhale as you push up. You got this. Now I'm starting to feel this. And again, if you're very petite, you might have to add a roll. And if you're very tall, it might be a little bit more challenging. I just realized in this video, the bar is at the top is out of the screen, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more set of exercises before we take it to the ground. What we're gonna do is we're gonna combine the squat and the shoulder press. So squat it down, drive it up. Perfect. Do that again. Squat it down. So don't forget the squat. Hips go back, then they go down. We have 8 more. Match your breath with your movement. Exhaling as you press up. We've got 6 more. Halfway there. Only 5 to go. You've got this. So from the side, notice my hips are still going back. I'm still bringing my arms up to the peripheral vision, right by my ears as I go up. Nice. Let's do 2 more for good measure. Kind of lost count there. This is either 9 or 10, but an extra rep will not hurt us. Nice. Okay, let's take it down to the ground. We're going to have to roll up a bit here to get enough tension to do our glutes, okay? So roll it up, and then we're going to come down, and let's start with our left leg, which is the leg I have towards you. So find enough tension in the band that when you bring your leg back, you can feel it, but it's not so much that you can't get a full range of motion. So go ahead, press the floor away from you, shoulders away from ears, engage your core, extend those that left toes, lift and lower for 10. So bring that leg up to the ceiling using your bottom. Make sure that you're not arching that lower back. Let's do 5 more. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to stay on this leg, but we're going to give it a little pulse at the top. Little pulse. There we go. And down. Little pulse and down. So remember that time under tension that we did with the squats? Same concept here. We have 6 more. Last 5. And remember, if you have too much tension on that band, you release it. If you don't have enough, you add it. It's simple, just by rolling the tubing on that gym stick, right? Now let's add 3 pulses. So we're going to do counts of 3. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice work. Are your abs engaged? Let's do 5 more. 3, 2, 1, and down. Final 4. You got this. Last 3. Focus on the up. The leg will naturally come down. Final 1 right here. Okay, now what do you think we're going to do next? Let's do 10 pulses and then we're done with this side. 10, 9, 8, 7. Focus on the up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Press it back into a child's pose. You can release the gym stick if you need to. Just make sure that you have it. You get it to the same level for the next side. Okay, Let's go ahead, go back to as many rolls as you had. So I have to roll this up one more time. And then let's go to our opposing side. So this should be your right leg, okay? So opposite side here. Here we go. Up and down for 10, 9. Now sometimes that second side is a little harder for the simple reason you had to also stabilize when you were doing the other side. This was stabilizing you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from right here, add that pulse in. Little pulse and down. Little pulse and down. Little pulse and down. You've got 7 more. Good. Stay strong. We're on the home stretch here. 4 more. Sometimes towards the end, we start to just lose focus, but stay focused. Think about what you're trying to do. Okay, now let's go to those triples. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. You got the pattern. If you mess up the pattern, it's not a big deal. We've got 5 more. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. As always, focus on the up. Do not worry about the down. Okay, now from right here, let's just pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Bring it down, release the gym stick, and go into your child's pose.